Hello everyone, it's Pam from GlamJunkJournals. Thanks for being here with me today. I am starting another From Inspiration to Junk Journal series, and I couldn't be any more excited about this. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's a series on my channel where I take an inspirational item and build the junk journal from that item. And it can be a myriad of different things. And I've used a bunch of different items in the past in that series. So I encourage you to go check that out because, like I always say, inspiration can come from anywhere. So I'm super happy you guys are here with me today. Thank you, as always, for your kind comments and following along with me in my journey. I cannot tell you how much I love creating journals. It's my passion, and I just don't know what I would do without it. So without further ado, let me show you the inspirational piece for this journal. Look at this. This is a belt, and it's satin, and look at that belt buckle. It's got these little sparkly rhinestones in it. I got this at an antique store, and I don't remember, it was so long ago, but I knew one day I would use this, and this is going to be the perfect journal for this. And you may ask, well, how are you going to use this? Well, I'm going to tell you it's going to be on the cover, and it's going to be how the journal is closed. So I'm using it as a journal closure. And I just love it. So what this belt evokes for me is elegance and being dressed up and going to a fancy event. I can just picture a lady wearing this gorgeous belt, and I don't know how old it is. You know, your guess is as good as mine. Maybe you guys know, I don't know, but I just think it's fabulous. And to go along with that, because as you can see, I'm going along with this elegant black and white, chic, dressed up vibe for this journal. Look at this. I got this cabinet card. Let me see if you guys can see it. And look at the dapper gentleman and the lady, and this is their wedding photo. I love that. And if you're not familiar with cabinet cards, what they used to do in the late 1800s is they would take a photograph and put it on a heavy piece of chipboard. And I think they're just the coolest thing ever. And this one is from France, and it has all of the information as to where this was created. And so look at that. Oh, gee, that is so cool. So what we're going to create today is something that I just thought of. I've always loved fashion, and one of the biggest fashion, it's not a trend, but I've always loved to color block. And if you're not familiar with what color blocking is, it's basically you take different colors from the color wheel and pair them together in a block style. A block style. So, you know, big pieces across your clothing, and it can be stripes or anything like that. But I've always loved color blocking, and I'm immediately drawn to that. And usually it's bright colors on the opposite ends of the color wheel, but you can also do it with black and white. And so that's what we're going to be doing today, based on this little inspirational piece. Because you can also use black and white, and I've chosen as a contrasting color red, because I think that red, black, and white are just beautiful together. So we are going to be making what I'm calling my color blocking tags. And along with that, another fashion trend, or I don't even know if trend is the correct word. Something that I've always loved in fashion is pattern mixing. And you guys see that in my journals a lot. I love to pattern mix. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that today also. And going along with this whole theme, I've got some of my fabrics and my goodies out here. I just love looking at it. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, the 2 digital kits that I found that fit perfectly with my whole theme are from RubyandPearlxo. Heather has the most stunning kits, and I'm sure all of you guys are familiar with her. She's absolutely fabulous. I love all of her kits. And I've chosen 2 that I thought would complement and enhance this whole journal, specifically Creme Brulee and Rosie. And let me show you some of the digitals. I haven't printed the whole kit, and if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. I will put a link to Heather's Etsy shop in the description box. Just stunning. So these pages here are a couple of the digitals from Rosie, and I can't say enough about them. They're stunning. They're just stunning. And going along with that black and white theme that I've got with the pops of red, and definitely vintage. I love vintage. I just gravitate towards that style. This is beautiful. And definitely an ultra feminine journal is what I'm going for. So this was a couple of the prints from Rosie. And also let me show you Creme Brulee. We've got the ledger page and just beautiful collage pages. Oh, I just love them. Absolutely think they're beautiful. And I love roses too. So that is also kind of part of the theme that I'm going to be working with today. So I'm going to use both of those kits, and let's get into it. These are my color blocking tags. I love them. Oh, I've wanted to do this for so long. So what you're going to need is some digitals or whatever paper you want to use, patterned or no patterned. I've also brought out this gorgeous black and white Harlequin print. This is from Hobby Lobby. And whenever I go, I make sure I have enough of, this in my supply. So I'm going to be using that. I've got a piece of black cardstock. And what I've done along the bottom is I've embossed the cardstock, and over the top, I have taken metallic gilding polish, and this is pearl luster. And I can show you guys real quick. Let me see how the timing on this video. I'll show you how I did this, because there is a little bit of a technique I feel to get this kind of look, because I tend to be very heavy-handed. So let's see, we've got 1, 2. I'm going to use one of the digitals from Creme Brulee, and that's going to be, I think, this ledger page. So I'm going to move the other ones out of the way here, and I'm going to be using this gorgeous collage page from Rosie. So if you can see, let me move this out of the way here. This is what my vision is going to look like here. So this is where the color blocking comes in. We've got this along the bottom. This is going to be in the middle. And this is going to be on the top. Doesn't that look good together? Oh, ooh. And these don't have to be tags. What we're creating today could be journal covers. They could be journal booklets. They could be, you know, clip-on journal pages. Oh, possibilities are endless. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so what you're gonna need, like I said, is a piece of cardstock, and you don't have to emboss it. I just think it gives kind of an added dimension to it. And some scrapbook paper, digital kits, ledger pages, whatever you guys want. Sky's the limit, I'm telling you. And last thing here is a piece of junk mail. Now, if you don't have junk mail, use a cracker box or whatever. I like this weight, you know, when you get the flyers in the mail. I love this. So I am going to use a piece of junk mail. And I've had this junk mail for a while. Look, it's Colorado, where I used to live. So I brought this all the way from Colorado in my crafting stash. All right. So the way I like to think of it is, what size tag do you want to end up with? And for me, my standard tag, unless it's, you know, really large, but my standard tag is about 5.5 inches. So what I've done is I've cut this mail, this junk mail, down to 5.5 inches. And across, well, let me back up here a minute. My tag, 5.5 inches, and across, I like my tags to be about 3 inches. So if you can see that. So we've got 3 by 5.5. And what I did is I sized my junk mail down. So I cut it up to be the exact dimensions of my tag. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 3 tags. And so that is what I like to envision, so that I have enough here. And you could do, you know, you could do this with just 1 tag, or you can do a larger piece and create a whole bunch of different things. But we are going to stick with tags today. So the first thing that you want to do here is line the back side. So, you know, whatever side is going to be your back. And the only thing I would think about is if you have a thinner piece of paper or something, and you have something really dark on your junk mail or whatever piece you're using, just make sure you can't see through it. So I am just going to line the back side with this gorgeous ledger page. And I'm going to take out just my Fabri-Tac here and go across the whole thing. And just get that stuck down. You could also use a glue stick. That works perfectly well. Let me get out a wipe here, because I might get a little bit of extra glue on stuff. And then I like to spread out the Fabri-Tac just a little bit with my fingers. So I am just going to line this up. And you can be as exacting or as random as you like, but for this particular tag, I am going to want to be pretty exact on this. My Fabri-Tac, it's getting down to the end of the bottle, so it tends to like glob out and, you know, do all that. So I'm going to take my bone folder, just get out any bubbles or creases just to make sure it's really flat. And then, so there is the back. And I am going to cut off the extra in the front here. This little thing came off. Cut that down right along the edge there. And it might, this piece of, this thing keeps coming out. Get in there. The piece of junk mail might be a little bit longer than my 3 tags. So now we are going to focus on the front, and here's where the color blocking comes in. So like I said, this tag is about 5.5. Now what I want to do is I want to mark just to give me an idea of you know, where the 3 color blocks are going to come in. And so 5.5, you know, divided by 3, I don't even know what that is, but I'm going to mark these at like 1 1/4. So 1 1/4 increments. And this is just to give me an idea of where to place, let's see, now wait, 1 1/4, 1 1/4. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to go with 1 1/2. So I'm going to go 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 1 1/2. So that's just going to give me kind of an eyeball as to where to line up my colors. And, you know, you don't have to do that. That just helps me out. All right, and then we're going to go and we're going to line the bottom, or put this particular piece of cardstock right along the bottom there. So I want it to be about the same. So that is going to be 1 1/2. So I'm going to cut that out right here. Sorry if I bumped the camera. And this is a little more exacting than I usually do, but the results are really cool. So that's why I'm cutting a precise line here. And doesn't that look neat? Oh, yay, yay, yay. And then we're just going to glue that down. Okay. Add some more along the bottom here. And they, you know, another thing with color blocking is the 3 color blocks, if you want to say that, don't have to be the same size. You can have 2 really large ones and 1 small one, or, you know, whatever you want to do. So it really does not matter very much at all. So I am lining this up along the bottom there. Just want to make sure I get that even, like so. So there's that. Now the next one, the Harlequin, which I absolutely love. I'm going to make this one a little bigger than this strip, and I'll show you why. Because I want to tear the bottom, because I want kind of a distressed edge to go across over the top of this. So we're kind of doing a little bit of layering. So I'm going to just tear this down just to get a little bit of the distressed vintage look across the bottom there. Whoops, got that one too much here. All right, get that going there. And then I'm going to distress the bottom with my trusty walnut stain. I just think this is going to be so pretty. So cool. All right. And then I'm going to lay that right, oh, well, you know, not abutting right up to the edge of this, although you could do that if you wanted more of a straight line there, that would look wonderful also. All right, so there's that. And then I'm going to mark right along about the same, maybe a little bit bigger, and this is where it's just eyeball coming in here. Let's see, I'm gonna make that a little bigger there. So I'm gonna cut this one out, and this is our next strip on the layering. And I am making this a little bigger. And this is where it's personal preference. You just look at it and say, you know what? These don't all have to be exactly even. I'm gonna make one a little bit bigger. And that's the craft with me. So we're doing the same thing, just getting some Fabri-Tac along the side there, or I should say the back side. And then I'm gonna go right across the whole thing. I'm gonna stand up just to make sure that I'm even, so that I don't have some of the, you know, the mailer sticking through, or showing through, I should say. So there's our second layer. And then for the top, yay, is this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous print. And I am also going to tear just across the bottom of this one because I like the distressed look. So I'm gonna go along and do that one. And from inspiration to junk journal is just, it's so fun for me. And I don't know yet all of the different video segments in this series. I kind of let, you know, my creativity just talk to me and say, what do I need now? Or what do I want to create now? And that's what's so fun about this. All right, so now I'm going to go across the top edge. And what I want to do, if this makes any sense at all, is I want to cover the top part. Now, as you can see, I didn't do exactly the same line markings. That was more of a visual for me, just so that I could get the color blocking down. So, you know, you don't have to do a lot of, you know, measuring and really worry about it. Is I want some of the top to fold over to show on the back. So what I want to do is tear this one a little bit bigger so that there's a little bit of a fold over, so you can see this gorgeous pattern on the back side. And this is so pretty. And I love when they're torn. I just love it. I think that that's fabulous. So this will definitely make an appearance in my journal too. Okay, so let's go across. Oops, no, wait a minute here. I've got to distress the edges of these too. Move that out of the way. Just do that real quick. Did I do both sides? I can't tell. I think I did. So yeah, this is kind of color blocking and pattern mixing. Oh, two of my favorite things in life. Just love it. Get that little bit off of there. So I'm going to put some on this part of the junk mail. And then I'm also going to do the back side of this whole page here, this whole sheet. Yeah, this would be really cool as a journal cover or a large journaling card. Oh, that would be fabulous. Oh man. And you could also do this with fabric. Seriously, maybe I'll do that. See, this is where I start thinking about stuff. Maybe I'll do that somewhere else in this journal, just doing some pattern mixing with fabric. Oh, that's really cool. Look how pretty that looks, you guys. And then make sure that it looks even to my eye. And then over the back, we're just gonna fold that down. Make sure it's stuck really well. And then on the front side, like so. Oh, look at this, you guys. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. So what I'm going to do, since this is a little bit thicker, I don't know if this particular cutter is going to go through it. So what I'm going to do is stop the camera real quick, and I have a template, and I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I save this. This is just, you know, a file folder that I cut out, and I am going to cut 3 tags. Maybe I'll get 4. I don't know. I'm not sure. No, probably just 3, but I'll see. So hold on just a minute and I'll be back and we're going to continue on. So hold on just a sec. All right, guys, here they are. Yay. Look how pretty my color blocking pattern mixing tags are. Oh, I love them. But are they finished? Of course not. I have to embellish them, right? But you could be finished. But let me give you some ideas for embellishing. But first, I did want to show you real quick, like I mentioned earlier in the video, on how to use this. Because for me, I get a little heavy-handed and I add too much. So what this is metallic gilding polish, and it comes with this little applicator on the top. It's like a foam applicator. And you guys are probably familiar with it, but if you're not, I wanted to share what I've learned from using this. Is you want to take a little bit on the side of the foam applicator and rub it along the side of, this is like a plastic mat that I use for this kind of thing. And the reason you do that is to get a more even coating or covering on this, because if you don't, sometimes this blobs, don't you like that word, blobs, or creates a dark spot on there. And this way, if you rub it around, it kind of gets it more even. And then you can add more as you go. So I've got a little bit on here, and I've got the raised side of this embossed cardstock, and you just go lightly. And this is where I tend to get heavy-handed, is I push too hard. And then just take a little bit more, get a little bit more on the side there, and it does not take much at all. And then you just go very lightly across the embossing. And I've seen tutorials where they do a bunch of different colors, and you can get so many cool effects. But there you have it. And then this dries relatively quickly. So I got a little bit on the cover there. And then what you do is you rinse this foam applicator with water before it dries. And you can even put it back in there a little wet, and that's fine. So that's just a little quick bit there. Look how fabulous that is. All right, I'm gonna move that out of the way. Okay, so now what was I talking about? Oh yeah, decorating. Ho, ho, ho. Yay, yay, yay. So there's my 3 tags, and I did create some smaller ones to give you some ideas for layering. And I did 3 others here, and I did do a little bit of embellishing on these to give you guys some ideas. I did do my modeling paste along the side there. I added a little bit of bling, and I did sew a decorative stitch on both sides of those. And on this one, I did do the silver foil, sewed on both sides, and added a red stamp. And on this one, more of the modeling paste and some pearls. And then on this one, some more of the foil. So these can be finished now, or you can continue on. And what I thought would be totally cool is to layer these, like clip them together. And I thought that would be really, really fun. Now to me, and I'm not going to do this with all of them, the way I see this is these two go together. They go together very well. But what I like is the pop of red on this one, because it kind of brings the whole theme that I have going on together. So I'm going to get out, where is that one torn piece from Rosie? Right here. So what I thought would be absolutely stunning is to take a little bit of the red. I'm even going to tear this down even a little further here. And I'm not going to put all of these together right now, but I'm just experimenting a little bit and seeing what I like. And that's a little too much right there. I'm going to distress the edge of that and just see. I just want to see how it looks. Oh, this looks it looks really good, you guys. It just looks so cool. I don't know which one I'm going to do, you guys. I don't know. Let's see. Right along there. No, I'm kind of liking it right along there. So I'm going to just put that. You think like that or like that? I don't know. Maybe just like that. So I'm going to glue that down, because that brings the whole theme together, I guess, and just makes the whole thing cohesive. And I like that. Even with all my pattern mixing and the things that I like to do on my journals, I do like them to be cohesive. Now, granted, you could be eclectic, and yes, I have done that also. So that's an idea, is to make some smaller ones to pair with the larger ones. And then what about adding these two together on a tag? Let's see. So I am going to take my crocodile and punch a hole in both of these. And I probably will do some more embellishing on these larger ones. I haven't decided yet what exactly, but where are my eyelets here? Getting crowded. I know they're here somewhere. Hold on just a second here. I gotta move some of this stuff. They are right here. Here they are. Okay. So I'm going along with the silver theme for this particular journal. So I'm going to put in a silver eyelet right there. Let's see, get that going. Like so. And then what about adding some ribbon? Oh, look at this. Look at the black and white, or should I do the red and white? I don't know. We'll do the black and white. And my little pokey tool here. Where is my pokey tool? Here it is. Get that through both of those. you know, and just tie it in a knot, or excuse me, not a knot. Tie it in a bow, or I guess I did mean knot. So look how fabulous that is. Now, think of this. This is where you get going on stuff. The possibilities are endless. You could add a little strip across the bottom and have a little pocket or a tuck spot on the back. I might do that on the back of this. That would be fabulous. We could add some, let's see, add some lace to these. Put a little bit of lace. Let me see how this looks. You know, right along the top there. I don't think I like that one. Let me get another piece over here. I don't know. What am I doing here? I've got all my lace scraps out. Is to just go across the top with some lace like so. Oh, look at that. Look at that, you guys. It looks so pretty. Or along the center. Look how pretty that looks. Oh, yay. Ooh. Another thing is maybe for the top of the tag, I'm going to take some toile fabric and go right along the top. Look how pretty that would be. Or take this same toile and go across. I don't know, you guys. It's just so much fun. Got some bling. Add a little bit of bling on these. Oh, you guys, it's just so fabulous. Ooh, I really like that one. I might have to do that. Hold on. Okay. Get that going right along that. Get some Fabri-Tac here. Where did I have that? Yep, right along there. Oh, that looks so pretty. You guys, this is so fun. It is just fabulous. Ooh, wee. Okay, so I think I've given you guys a lot of ideas. At least I hope I have. And then what about this? Oh, yeah, let's see. I just tie this around the center. And to see how that looks. And yes, it does. It looks really, really cute like that. Oh, wow. I have to finagle with my bow a little bit. You know, you guys get the idea. Look how pretty that is. These are just so fun, so versatile. Oh, you could add, oh, you guys, I'm just on a roll here. Add some, what is this, applique. Got some more trim over here. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, wow. I don't know, you guys. It's just, there's too many choices. There's just so many choices here. Oh, you guys, these are so fun. So much fun. I think what I'm going to do is end for today, and I hope you guys make these. They're so fun, and they're so easy, and they just look fabulous. And create them with your own theme and your own style. And that's what I love about the junk journaling world, is you can create them and have them for any style. It's so fun. And so just remember, this is the inspiration, and, you know, look at things in a different light or a different way. And there's so much fun to do. So stay tuned for my next video. I am super excited about that. I'm going to finish embellishing these, and I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that. But thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And so I will see you very soon. Bye.